When you think about Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wanted us to know that it really didn't matter where your educational level stopped or started, that it really mattered that you developed from within this ability to take the knowledge that you had, the life experiences you had, the world view that you had, and to hone it into a specialized knowledge to fill a niche that was missing in the world at the time. Now, again, why I love studying Napoleon Hill, given what's going on in our world, in our country right now, is that this was coming out. He wrote this book coming out of the Great Depression when people were really wrestling with, how do I find my way back to abundance and abundant living? I love the story that he tells, and I think it bears reading just because I couldn't do it justice. But he tells the story of Henry Ford, who, let me read it just so that I don't miss it, had very little schooling, and he is not a man of education. Now, what they did, which amazes me, is during World War I, a Chicago newspaper published certain editorials in which, among other statements, Henry Ford was called an ignorant pacifist. Mr. Ford objected to the statements and brought a suit against the paper against the paper. When the suit was tried in the courts, the attorneys for the paper pleaded justification and placed Mr. Ford himself on the witness stand for the purpose of proving to the jury that he was ignorant. The attorney, never mind, I'll not even make a comment. The attorneys asked Mr. Ford a great variety of questions, all of them intended to prove by his own evidence that which he might possess considerable specialized knowledge pertaining to the manufacture of cars, while he was indeed just pure ignorant. Maybe he knew about cars, but that was it. They asked him such questions as, who was Benedict Arnold? How many soldiers did the British send over to America to put down the rebellion of 1776? In answer to the last question, Mr. Ford replied, I do not know the exact number of soldiers the British sent over, but I have heard that it was considerably larger that they sent over than ever went back. Finally, he grew tired of the questions, and he said, listen, if I needed to know this, I have a group of people that I could push a button and they would come in and find out whatever I needed to know. You see, Henry Ford had figured out the answer to any solution. He had a desire to make an impact. He had a desire to build his abundance. He had a desire to build the abundance of those around him and to truly effectively change our world. And he knew that it didn't depend just on what was inside of him, but it depended on the who that he knew. So what about you? What desire, dream do you have? What specialized knowledge do you have that's stirring inside of you that the world desperately needs? I invite you to explore that and to truly put those around you to help you accelerate and continue to learn. Never stop learning so that you can truly bring that to the world.